Welcome to VisorDown.
Should be recording. I'm going to sync the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop my glove. Put that on hold. Just checking. Still recording. Hopefully the audio is going to be okay for this, guys. So I'm just going to do a short video explaining my top 5 top tips for riding your bike at night. So I'm just going to have a quick look around. This is my brand new ZZR 1400. Well, it's not brand new, it's brand new to me. Which is a Gen 1. A few little upgrades that I've done already is just my stem mount for my phone. It came with heated grips, so that would be a top tip there. Get some heated grips, especially here in the UK, because it does get cold at this time of year. And I've just also added some bar risers, just for a little bit more comfortable ride. You can sit up a little bit better, one hand riding, nice and comfortable. So if you've not invested in any of these, I suggest you do so. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, so other than that I've not changed anything. Foot pegs are fine, I don't need to lower them. Well, I've also added the SW Motec quick release plate, which I'll just show you quickly. Don't know if you can see that on video. You just turn that and we're ready to go. That's just marking off of there, a bit of dirt. And then when we want to go, turn that, lock her in, perfect, and bang your top box straight on there and ready to rock and roll. So, okay, I'm going to set off from here. I'm just going to get my tank bag and put that on. I didn't want my tank bag on at the time. And then we'll catch up with some footage. In fact, let me just see if I can put it in neutral and gear a fire up while we're here. If she'll drop in neutral. Oh, my alarm. Forgot about that. It's got a data tool on it. So we're in neutral. I do love these analog clocks, by the way, mixed in with a bit of digital. I'll fire up just so you can see I've just recently swapped my lighting kit out to the LEDs, which is going to be talked about a little bit later on the ride. We're going to hit the A38 where it's really well lit up, and we should get some nice footage of the different lighting, etc. on the A38. So I'll just fire up so we can see the normal running lights. So it's lovely at 1K once she's warmed up. I've obviously just warmed her up to ride here. Absolutely lovely machine, I love it. So these are just the normal LEDs, and then we've also got I-beam, which I'll just drop on. And yeah, I need to be careful because that's another thing I'm going to be talking about later on in the video. So stay tuned, and I shall see you in a second when we get moving. So, first of all, welcome to the channel, welcome to VisorDown. If you've not been here before and you like my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be making more videos on the ZZR 1400. So first of all, my number one tip would be make sure you zip your coat up when turning on your microphone, because I've got a gust of wind coming through my jacket because I forgot to turn her up. So we'll just make sure we sort that. I'm just going to be like a parachute on the road. So welcome to the channel. You might see my previous videos. I had a GSX 1250. Absolutely love the machine. But I was just getting too many vibrations on the bike, so I decided to trade her in for this Kawasaki ZZR 14. I mean, it's now 6:30 at night, so I'll be really busy with finishing work traffic here in the UK. We've got Ant here in his, I can't see what it is. You see he's already wanting to get his foot down. But it just can't compete with something like this ZZR. I absolutely love the torque, love the power. And guys, bikes only go as fast as you twist the wrist. I just need to get my tyres warmed up. It's pretty cold out tonight, probably about 8 degrees here in the UK. Hopefully the wind noise is not too heavy. So I was just looking at a few statistics. I think it's something like 24% of all road fatalities are between 9 PM and 3 AM in the morning, which are kind of linked with riding at the night time. So I'm currently just keeping my distance away from this guy. So my number one tip would be lights and lighting. Like I mentioned when I just did a little bit of a walk around my bike, I've already installed the LEDs, some install HIDs, purely for better view on the road for itself, and also better visibility for other road users to see us. Ambulance. Hopefully we don't get no rain. But I've come on this road because it's not lit up ideal with road lighting, but the road itself, it must be one of the best in the country. We've got all those road markings, orange on the inside, whites in the middles, and obviously make sure we don't go near them reds on the inside. I think you'll see a green light just down here entering this slip road. There they are, that's the break into the green slip road. And we're just going to have a nice steady ride out to Markeaton Island, it's called, in Derby, and grab a coffee. So enjoy the ride. This guy's just pulling in for me. We can see us orange on the outside edge. Staying in position 2. Put it nice and tight. Watch for these pulling out, like this guy in the van. As you've seen there, his indicators were very poor. Very weak amber light to indicate of the oncoming traffic, the lorries obviously which he was catching up to. Heated grips, they're not on my list, but if you live here in the UK, I would definitely invest in some heated grips. So number 2, it's got to be your clothing, guys. I've currently got a Risha jacket on. I'd invest in a padded, nice jacket, keeps you warm, and the reflective patterns that are stitched in and embedded into the design obviously is a benefit to other road users. I could maybe do a little clip somewhere. If I do, I'll add it into the video now, where I just film the actual kind of reflective studding that I'm getting off my own jacket. all about being seen. Make sure they've noticed us. And I mean, look at these roads, guys. Absolutely amazing. This bike is absolutely amazing too. This car just entering slip road here to my left, so this car may be indicating. I'm just going to ease off of this van in front, sorry. And yeah, you know the famous saying, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Applies day and night, of course. I might like to leave a little bit further behind than that. I usually keep about this distance, which is, I'd say 3 or 4 car lengths behind here. It's with it being a van as well. Can't really see in front of him, can't see ahead in case anything happens. So I'll just have a peek over this right corner, keeping my same distance. So I can keep ahead further on what's going on ahead. And that's just general traffic anyway, not just a night thing. These here grips are actually getting nice and warm now. Just open the bike up a little bit and she just pulls and pulls and pulls. And this machine will just keep pulling. It's absolutely beautiful to ride. I'm just trying to look at my notes, which is not a very safe thing to do. Just to check what my number 3 top tip is. I'll report back in a second. Okay, so it might not be my number 3, but number 3 is going to be your clothing, guys. Make sure you're warm, especially here in the UK. Like I said, it's currently around 8 degrees. It's 6:45 at night. If you're not nice and warm and cozy and comfortable, your awareness may be taken off the road. Just let this dude out here. Same again, if I let somebody in, I'm not going to get right up his arse. Just opening my visor 1 second. So yeah, keep him warm, guys, and comfortable. When you're cold and miserable, we've all been there. Brings on lack of concentration. Stops us concentrating because we're thinking too much about the cold. And now that I've mentioned visor, I will come on to tip number 4. So tip number 4 is about your visor. Obviously make sure it's clean and routinely checked before you come out. And I do actually have a smoke visor for this Scorpion helmet. Scorpion helmet's another talk, maybe for another video. But I do have a tinted visor, and yeah, first off I used to wear it in summer thinking yeah, it looks cool, it's really good. I'd odd time get caught out where the lights change, starts to get dark, not forward planning my journey, and I get caught out having to ride home with the tinted visor on. So this will come into a tip. Make sure you do carry a clear visor with you if you're going out on a lengthiest journey, because if you do need to switch and it does drop dark, you've not planned your journey very well, then of course switching to a clear visor at night is a must. Your visibility, I mean, I don't care what anybody says, it's just poor, and what you end up doing is riding your bike, which we all know is really powerful and fast, at 70 mile an hour with your visor open because you can't see, which is always a danger because of debris and things like that smashing through your visor, because you've got to put a clear lens in your top box or your tank bag or whatever you guys carry. So that's 4 tips there, guys. I must have a number 5. I just can't think off the top of my head. And yeah, I might just get a little bit of footage of me riding back home and when the traffic's died down a little bit, because like I said in the beginning, it is now nearly 7 PM. A lot of people are finishing work, but by the time I've had a coffee and a little bit of a break, maybe the cars will have died down a bit and we'll get a better view of these lights on the road. I think a lot of unlit areas, when you haven't got normal lights, should be lit up in this way, because they're absolutely amazing. You can't really make any errors. Oh, sorry, just remembered after looking at that vehicle in front. Tip number 5, guys, is use the vehicles in front. Use them to your own advantage when it's dark. As we're obviously not for braking, they're there to tell us it's braking. But if you watch that vehicle in front right now, when he goes over a bump, which I'm sure there's going to be a bump in this road, we'll be able to pick up on the bumps because we can't see, and potholes and things like that in the dark. We are coming to a little bit of a lit area now at this island. And yeah, we can use the other vehicles to pick up on the potholes and bumps. You'll see their lights bounce, so you think, oh yeah, I've got a bit of a bump coming here. Then you can just prepare yourself a little bit for it in advance. So just keeping a nice distance away from this Yaris. Not going too fast. We are clear to proceed. Check both ways. Check over my left shoulder. Back into position. Stay in position 2. And keeping a safe distance from this Yaris. So yeah, that was my tip number 5, guys. Make sure we can use other road vehicles. Use the lighting for prediction of potholes and bumps in the road, which you may have done before, where you're travelling a little bit too close to a car. You know, it might be raining, and then he's gone over a pothole in the middle of the road. You're in position 2. You obviously don't get time to see it in the road because we were too close to the vehicle ahead, and you know, we're then risking skidding on potholes or skidding on the manhole covers or whatever it may be. So just bear that in mind, guys. This is my first video, by the way, on the ZZR 1400. I can give you a little few bits about what I like about this. First of all, my mirrors. The mirrors on the ZZR 1400 are absolutely amazing. I can clearly see visibility of cars behind. I've already mentioned earlier on in the video, I love the analog and the digital mix. I think it's great. I think one of my other tips, guys, I'll make it a number 6 if you need to call it that. But number 6 is oncoming traffic, as you can see on the other side of the road. Cars are just like us, they all put the HID lights in, they put the LED lights in, and we all know they're quite bright, like that one there. So instantly I advise not to look in the opposite direction, of course, but look straight ahead. Don't look directly into the oncoming traffic, because once you've set your eyes on them, if you're staring into them lights, you look back at your own piece of road, your own section of road in front, and you're just blinded by the lights, as I can't think of his name once said. I'll think of his name in a second. Manfred Mann. Blinded by the lights. Oh yes. A little pop there. If you want to get rid of your pops and bangs, you can also do a blank off on your pair system, which will also create a nice working area or a clearer working area for when you need to do your plugs and stuff like that. If you've just got the standard exhaust on, then you probably wouldn't need to do that. I think it's just a case of more fuel getting through there. So guys, I'm going to leave my video at that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I can see my McDonald's up there, where I'm just going to go and get a just check over that shoulder, make sure I can drop in here. And there's my McDonald's. I'm just going to go and grab a quick coffee. I thought I'd have a ride out here and make this little video for you guys, and a little bit of an introduction to myself. So if you do like what you see, you want to see some more, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some comments below, some of your suggestions, you know, what you guys take into account, and you girls, what you take into account when riding at night. Hope it's been informative. I'm going to grab myself a nice cup of coffee, or a cappuccino should I say. Look at all this traffic. All for the McFilth. I don't eat regular at McDonald's, but a coffee or a cappuccino, you can't go wrong, I suppose. Well, you probably can, there's probably something in that, but they do make a nice cappuccino. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.